Full Velocity TV begins now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back here on a lovely Monday night for the FBRN Slingin Outlaws Super or Pro Late Models here. Thanks everybody for joining us. I'm Justin Gledhill, joining the booth with my half-hearted friend Todd Stanton. Todd, how you doing, bud?
Just fantastic here tonight. I appreciate everybody laughing at me and teehee, and I'm telling you, this sucks.
As some of y'all might be able to tell, it appears our friend Todd is a little bit under the weather, but we're going to get with the started here with the lineup here for heat race number 1 for the Slingin Outlaws. On the inside pole, we're going to have Klein Everhart, excuse me. To his outside to be the number 11 car of Mitch Farmer. The inside of row number 2 is going to be Eric Keller, followed to the outside of the number 77 of Warren Somi. Scott Schroyer and Steve Spice will make up row number 3. Row number 4 will be the 034 Brandon Gibbs and Josh Peacock on the outside of him. Last row on the field will be Aaron Bumbelow and Curtis Uphoff will follow round out your field. What's that? Oh, it appears Curtis did not make the show, didn't make the call. He's going to have to fall tail end of the B feature. As we're set here to do battle at Cedar Lake tonight, one of the new tracks to the server. And let me tell you folks, if you haven't had a chance to get around here, it is a lot of fun. This track has produced some really good racing. Different grooves have developed, and it appears that, you know, this track's getting a little bumpy and over in the turns. It makes for some really good racing. As we're going to get the green flag, the iRacing I flag green flag. And it looks like Klein Everhart is going to fire off into turn 1, taking the lead. Followed by him is the number 11 car, Mitchell Farmer. Going to be chasing him. Eric Keller right to his bumper, trying to get around him. Top 3 going to transfer into the A main straight from the show, so they're going to have to get after it. As right now, we're going to battle for 4th and 5th. Shaking up pretty good, but they're going to single file out as they come off of turn 4. As your top 3 is going to be single file right now. It doesn't appear that maybe Scott Schroyer is going to be able to get around Eric Keller. It looks like he's going to take the bottom side and get around Keller. Nope, not going to do it coming out of 4 there. Keller's going to hold on at the line, but Schroyer is going to be fighting hard on the bottom. Out of 4, they're going to be side by side. Down on the 1 and 2, it looks like he might be able to get him. Let's see if Keller can get the run off of 1 and 2 there. Not quite going to do it. Schroyer is going to take over that 3rd position. Going to put him in a big dance tonight. Keller's going to have some work to do to get back around him, as he's going to dive down to the bottom and see if he can do anything with him. It doesn't appear he's going to have anything for him right now, as your race leader, Klein Everhart, excuse me there, folks. He's going to be charging off in the lead all by himself right now. Mitchell's going to be right behind him, chasing him down. Just can't quite get to him as we're coming up on complete lap number 6 of this 10-lap heat race. Looks like Schroyer and Keller are going to be battling again. Can Keller get a run on the outside? Not quite enough just yet. Schroyer's got a comfortable lead there in 3rd place over Keller and the rest of the field. Just battling, trying to make this show tonight. Don't want to have to go to a B main. It's a tough group of cars here that showed up tonight, of course, just like always. There's Slingin Outlaws Pro Late Model Series. And it looks like Keller's going to fall back in another spot as Brumbalow's moved up to the 4th position. Is Brumbelow going to be able to chase down your 3rd place runner and transfer his way into the show? As we're going to have the white flag this time by. White flag is out. As it looks like your top 3 are going to be locked in comfortably there, and it's going to be Everhart, Farmer, and Schroyer are going to be your top 3 finishers. Transfer right on into the big dance. Everybody else will have to go battle through the B mains there. We had a pretty good run there. As your heat race number 2 is going to line up here, the inside of row number 1 is going to be Alex A. Payne. Alex Payne. Golly, get that right eventually. Gavin Collins is going to be on his outside in a 713 car. Row number 2 is going to be the Bobby Manningly, and Rick DeLong is going to be to his outside. Row number 4 is going to be made up of Adam Joseph and my buddy Jesse Johns. Oh man, I screw his name up every week, don't I, folks? Johns Rod. Gonna have to make a little pronunciation for that. Row number 4 is going to be Alan McDonald and Scott Munskard. And the final position will be Ray Pinson. Yeah, Todd, please explain to us how you pronounce that again.
John's Road. John's Road.
We'll stick with Jesse like I did last week. That's my buddy there. I'm gonna have to make up a little cheat sheet for his name and a few of these others to get this straightened out, folks. Bear with me. Don't claim to be a professional, that's for sure. But the Payne train's gonna be leading the field down into turn 1 when we get the green flag here. I believe we still have 1 lap to go. They're gonna be rolling on the back straightaway right now. The iRace and I flag, green flag is back out for heat race number 2. Alex Payne's going to lead him down into turn 1, followed by Collins, and Bobby Manningly is going to be fall into 3rd place there. Your top 3 are going to break away from the field just a little bit there, as 4th and 5th are going to be side by side, but they're going to straighten it back out. Looks like Joseph's going to be the one in 4th place now, trying to chase down for that transfer spot, as he's going to have to chase down Bobby there in the number 3 car. Don't know if he's going to do anything. Looks like we have the 2 leaders right there on top of one another. Is Collins going to be able to do anything with Payne? He's going to look to his inside going down into turn 1, just not enough of a run yet. Payne's going to be able to pull him coming out of 2. Payne's still going to lead this race as we're coming around to complete lap number 4. So it appears right now it's going to be pretty much single file throughout this whole field. We got a couple cars in the back there, side by side. Nothing going to change there. Top 3 have pretty much broken away from the rest of the pack. I just don't know if Joseph's going to be able to chase down Bobby up there and get around him and transfer into the show. If he's going to do something, he's going to have to do it quick, because these laps are winding down pretty quick, because we got 4 laps to go to finish this heat race out. It appears Keller's going to go down there and flirt with the tires just a little bit. Excuse me, not Keller. That's Payne up there in the lead. He's going to flirt with the tires just a little bit over at 3 and 4. Right down there on the bottom of the track is where you want to be. It just hasn't moved up yet. Not too wide racing yet, but I tell you folks, this track really does produce some good racing, as we see Payne pull away from your 2nd place runner of Collins right now. He's got about 4 car lengths on him. Looks like Bobby might be chasing down Collins just a little bit. Have to see if he'll be able to get up there and mix it up as we're coming around on the white flag lap now. It does appear that your top 3 cars have had a breakaway there, and nobody's going to be able to mess with them, and they're going to easily transfer into this show here tonight. So your top 3 is going to be Alex Payne, Gavin Collins, and Bobby Mattingly, excuse me. Don't worry, folks, bear with me. I'll get these names right one sooner or later. As your heat race number 3 is going to be lining up now. Your pole sitter for heat race number 3 will be the number 6 car of CJ Phillips. That is outside to be the 02 of Tyler Hurst. The third place is going to consist of Nathan Kasler in a 21 car. To his outside is going to be Kevin Kaufman. Row number 3 is going to be made up of the 19 car of Donnie Batista. And his outside to be the 14 of Brian Wax. And the inside of row number 4 will be JD Sass. And his outside to be the 64 car of Bryce Nicholas. Rounding out the field to be Christopher Combs in that number 30 car. Have to see if he'll charge up through the field just a little bit there and be able to make it into the show. As we've got the 1 to go to green now. Have to see here if CJ Phillips can hold off the hard charge. If the rest of the pack behind them, they're getting the 1 to go here. They'll be firing coming out of turn 4 next time by. As like we said, always here at Dirt Slingin Outlaws, a real strong group of cars here, a strong group of drivers. Always put on some amazing races, and these heat races haven't disappointed, that's for sure. We're going to be getting the Irish and I flag. Green flag is out in the air. CJ Phillips going to charge it down into turn 1. So he's going to have your early lead there. But it looks like Hurst, we got some contact in the back. A couple cars going around. Hurst going to be in second spot though. And the caution flag is out. As we have our first Milner Media and Designs caution flag out tonight. Looks like Kevin Kaufman was one of the unfortunates caught up in that. Have to go back and see what happened. Oh, yeah, unfortunately, it just looks like, let's see. It looks like Brian Wax, unfortunately, just got into the back of Kevin there and unfortunately turned him around down into turn 1. Also, it looks like maybe Kaufman, or that was Nicholas. Nicholas was also involved there. There's nowhere for him to go. That's all right, though, folks. Well, I think they're going to say 1 lap was complete there. Have a restart here and get them rack stacked ready to go again. And we'll get back under green here in just a moment, as I believe the field has the 1 to go now. They should be getting the green flag as they roll around on the back straightaway now. They should be getting the iRace and iFlag green flag when we come out of 4 one more time. And it appears we've got it. The iRace and iFlag green flag is back out in the air, and CJ Phillips is going to put it back out in front. It's going to be a hard charge by Hurst in second. Looks like Nathan is going to hold on to third there, but he's looking to the inside of Phillips there. Or excuse me, not to Phillips, to Hurst. He's going to pull along his inside there, battling for second as we had a car back off the grass over there in 3-4. No harm, no foul. Keep it going. We're going to be side by side for the second position. Don't sleep yet, folks, because here comes JD Sass in that 22 car, that beautiful 022 car, looking to make his way into the show here, too. As we now have a battle for third spot, is JD going to be able to make his way into the show? Almost looks like team cars there side by side. I don't believe they're on the team though, but they're going to be battling hard for third spot. It's JD Sass and Nathan Kasler. As it appears that maybe JD's going to be able to hold on to it as he's on the high side. Looks like that high side's just now starting to come in just a little bit. He's able to pull them coming out of 4. But can Nathan do anything on the inside? Oh, as your leaders get together, we're going to have a real big shakeup here. As the number 2 car is going to fall back to third. Tyler's falling back to third, possibly even 4th. What's going to happen here, folks, is we're coming down for 2 to go. I'll tell you what, there's about 6 cars battling for 3 spots right now. And we're going to be side by side for second and third right now, as Hurst and JD are going to be battling hard side by side, as we're going to come around and get the white flag this time by, folks. Hurst down there on the bottom flirting with the tires. Looks like JD's going to get the run. He's going to take the spot. CJ Phillips just checked out there as we're on a white flag lap. Coming around on the back straightaway this time, coming for the checkered flag. Looks like Phillips is going to get your win, and it appears that JD will finish second, and Tyler Hurst will round out and be your last transfer into the heat race. Everybody else, I have to go through the B mains. All right, folks, we're about ready for the C main lineup, but I want to tell you something first about a new page on YouTube I've recently found. I need y'all to go help my buddy out, Troy Jones over there at the Steez Films on YouTube. His fellow iRacer, he's trying to overcome the first 1,000 subscribers. Once he gets up to the 1,000 subscribers, once the 1,000 subscriber goal is met, be checking out for some weekly updates and you know, just some really entertaining content there. You can also follow him on @the_Steez_Films on Instagram for some more updates. I tell you what, I've been recently checking out his page here in the last couple of days. Some really good stuff. He you know, has some iRacing on there and just some different stuff, riding dirt bikes and different kind of four-wheelers and whatnot. It looks like he's having a lot of fun. Some really entertaining content on the page, and you know, go help him out there on YouTube and check him out. As we're gonna get the C main lined up here. It looks like the top 7 cars are going to transfer. Your inside road number 1 is going to be the 01 of Aaron Brumbelow. This outside is going to be the 64 of Bryce Nichols. Row number 2 is going to be Ray Pizen, and Brandon Gibbs will be on his outside. Row number 3 will be the 37 car of Kevin Kaufman and the 41 of Scott Munsgard. Josh Peacock is going to be in your 7th spot. With his outside is going to be Donnie Batista, and Rick DeLong is going to round out the field there. Have to transfer in. He's got to make up 2 spots to get it in there. Like I said, we're going to take 7 cars in this 12-lap B main. 7 cars will make it to the feature tonight. I have to see who's going to shake out and make it up there.
Just want to thank Rocky for the 50 stars.
I'd like to thank Rocky Battenfield for the 50 stars out there. As we have the iRacing I flag, green flag is out. Here's the Brumbelow is going to take the early lead, charge down to turn 1. As he's going to get a little sideways, maybe a little help from Bryce there as the caution is going to come out. The Milner Media and Designs caution flag is back out. Looks like we might have a complete restart there after that. It was a little shaky down there into turn 1. We'll have to go back and see exactly what happened. It appears that maybe there was just a little bit of netco down there with Bryce and Brumbelow. Unfortunately, turned Brumbelow sideways right in front of the whole field. The whole field did a really good job of missing him, though, because that could have been big. Definitely a little bit of netco going on there. They'll get him straightened out and rack stacked, ready to go again, as it looks like we might have a complete restart here for this. Well, the admins have seemed to make the call, and it appears that Bryce Nichols is going to go to the back of the pack for that. Unfortunate turn of events for him. He had a real good starting position, but he's got a fast car, and hopefully he can charge back up to the field and make it up there into the top 7. As it appears, we're going to get the 1 to go here, and we'll be back racing. Tell you what, folks, these drivers charge hard, and they definitely want to make this show. It's always entertaining as we got the iRacing I flag, green flag back in the air. As Brumbelow's going to charge off into turn 1. Is going to be followed right behind him with Ray Pinson. Third place is going to be Brandon Gibbs, followed by Kevin Kaufman, but he's got a hard charge from the inside of Scott Munsgard, as they are side by side back there for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. All too wide back there. We're going to have a battle here, it looks like, for the 7th position. Right now, Mr. Rick DeLong is in the 7th position, but can he hold off the hard charging Josh Peacock and Batista and Nichols? Nichols back there seems like he might be struggling just a little bit, folks. Peacock stuck on the outside right now. He seems to be in the 8th position at the line. Well, now he's up to 7th, so it looks like he might make the show as they're battling hard for this transfer spot. And right now, don't worry, folks. It appears that Brumbelow has really took off from the field, and he's comfortably in this show as Gibbs going to be on following him about 4 or 5 car lengths behind. top 3 cars really kind of doing their own thing. Even the top 4 single filed out. They don't have no troubles. No need to worry right now. But I'll tell you what, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, boy, they are all on top of one another, and it's just going to be a question of who's going to make it in. 2 of these drivers are going to have to pack it up and go home a little bit early tonight in the Pro Late Model Series. As they are 3 wide back there for the last transfer spot. I'll tell you what, folks, coming down with about 4 laps to go here, and they are putting on a show for you, that's for sure. Because right now it appears that Mr. Peacock is going to be in the show, but he can't sleep yet, because the last 2 positions behind him are really charging hard to make it in. Seems like he's got that high side hustling right now. The rest of the field is pretty much single filed out. No real battles going on. It's just back here for this transfer spot, because it looks like Bryce Nichols is going to throw it on the inside and try to get a run. Just not enough. Coming around for the white flag now. It looks like Brumbalow's got a comfortable lead out there. He's going to take the white flag. He has set sail. Definitely no charge from Gibbs or Munsgaard at all. But this last transfer spot is going to be it. Is Peacock going to be able to do it? Coming out of 4 now. It doesn't appear so. It looks like Bryce Nichols is going to make it in as your last transfer in through the C main. Unfortunately, a couple others that have to go home a little bit early there. We're going to get your B main lined up here. Starting on the inside of row number 1 is going to be Adam Joseph, and his outside is the hard charging Eric Keller. Row number 2 is going to be the 21 and Nathan Kasler, and his outside is going to be Alan McDonald in the 47 car. Row number 3 is going to be made up of Warren Samoy, all right, and the number 14 of Brian Wax. My buddy Jesse in the 75 is going to be on the inside of row number 4, and the 128 of Steve Spiess is going to be his outside in the 128 car. Your final row is going to be made up of Christopher Combs, and it doesn't appear that Curtis Uphoff is going to make it out here either. Might have had some engine troubles tonight and just couldn't make the show. As we're going to roll around here, and we'll get the one to go next time by. It's going to be interesting to see if what Eric Keller can do with Adam Joseph. Is Keller's usually fast, but can't sleep on Joseph either, because he's always quick too. We're going to get the one to go, like I said. Won't be racing next time out of 4. This track has a unique pit entrance here, so the pace truck will roll around with him, but he really gets up and goes when they fire through 3 and 4 to get off the track, because these hard charging pro late models will suck up to him really quick. Wouldn't mind having his setup sometimes. Then looks like we're gonna get the iRacing I flag, green flags out in the air as Adam Joseph is gonna lead him down into turn 1. As Eric Keller's gonna go to the high side trying to get around Joseph. Coming out of 2, just not gonna do it. Looks like Nathan Kasler is gonna move to his inside, but Keller's gonna go back to the bottom, try to hold it off. He's gonna throw a little slider line up there and hold off the 2nd spot. As the top 3 are battling hard. Looks like Alan McDonald's trying to throw his hat up there into the top mix there, try to get into the top 3. Transfer spot not quite heating up like we thought it would. Not yet. Don't sleep yet, folks. We're only 3 laps into this show, so we've got plenty ways to go. So right now, your 2nd and 3rd position are really battling hard. That's Kasler and Keller side by side for 2nd. Keller's going to throw it up on the top shelf. Able to get a good run coming out of 2. Just able to hold off 2nd spot there. But can he hold him off again? I don't know. Yeah, he gets a good run coming off of 4 on the high side. Just going to tap the wall up there. But he's still going to hold off 2nd. That's about the best fight we got going on there right now. The track is just starting to come into play. It's going to wear really good. And looks like Kasler's just going to touch that inside tire, upset the car just enough. Keller's starting to really chase down the leader, though, Joseph. The question is he going to be able to go up there and chase him? Or he's going to be able to go up there and chase him, but is he going to be able to get around him? It's always one thing is to catch them, but a whole another thing to pass them. Keller's going to use a slider line up there. Going to go up there on the top shelf. Get a good run coming off as he's there. And it appears that he might get him here, folks. He's charging hard, that's for sure. As it looks like Joseph just closing the door just enough. Not enough room for Keller to get up there. But I tell you what, he's on the outside now in 1 and 2. Let's see what he can do on a back straightaway, folks. We're coming around for 2 laps to go. Dang. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 3 to go now. Excuse me there. But Keller is still battling hard, trying to get up there around Joseph. It looks like he's got to run now. What can he do? Nothing yet. 2 to go now, or 2 laps to go. Can Keller get around him? We'll check back here in just a moment on your transfer spot. I don't appear it's doing much of anything, but Keller's looking now as the white flag is out. Keller's there, but I just don't know if he can get around him. Joseph's quick on the bottom, but Keller's really got the high side hustling right now. What can he do in 3 and 4? It looks like, oh, wow, side by side there, but Joseph's going to hold off Keller on that hard charge. Well, that was a heck of a run we just got to see there. That was a really good race for the B main, like always. Yeah, we're going to talk to him. Yep. Welcome back here, folks. As I was telling y'all about that page that YouTube channel I found a couple days ago, Steezy Films there. Got my buddy Troy in the booth with us here to just tell us a little bit more about the page. Troy, like I said, I found it a few days ago and been checking it out and had some really cool content on there. And, I pretty much like everything you put up so far. Just tell us a little bit more about the page and what's more expected to come.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you checking it out, and thanks for having me on here to promote it a little bit. We at Steezy Films, me and my buddy David actually run it behind the camera. Nobody knows that a lot, but that's us two that run the channel. And like I said, I have that on the Instagram page at Steezy Films. But basically, in the wintertime, man, we slow down a little bit. So we're right now we're filming anything we can get. Like just last weekend, we filmed some Razor videos, but we're all about some live action stuff, man, that keeps us on our toes. Me and David both race motocross in the summer and springtime whenever racing season's in. So we do a lot of racing vlogging and just all around fun stuff, man. A lot of action motorsport stuff and racing and just all around good time stuff that'll keep people interested in us. A lot of truck builds and yeah, a whole bunch of fun stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, definitely some interesting content that I've seen. That the last, I think it was probably 6 videos ago, y'all were on the Razors there. Boy, y'all was getting it after in that. Looks like y'all was having a lot of fun in that. I wish I was up there with y'all.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when it's unfortunately in the winter time here in Pennsylvania, we get slowed down a lot by that. And really, when it comes to riding, all we really have around here when it snows, an indoor arena cross track up in Butler, Pennsylvania. But fortunately, due to our work schedules, we can't make it out there every time, but when we can, we pick up the cameraman. If we find something pretty interesting to film, we'll film it. We try and get at least a couple videos out a week when we can, just to promote. And we're sitting right at almost 400 subscribers. We're 3 away, and we're trying to get to that 1,000 mark and 1,000 subs. We're trying to give some stuff away to some people.
Well, that sounds great. And like I said, y'all go check out Steezy Films on YouTube. Definitely some great content. Appreciate you coming up here in the booth and chatting with us for a minute, Troy. Maybe we'll get up with you again after the race or something.
Yeah.
But looks like we got the A main out here, folks. We're going to have to give you the lineup here. And and for your A feature lineup for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws here at Cedar Lake and the Pro Late models, be on the inside pole is going to be the 8 car of Klein. Everett Hart is outside is Alex, the Pain Train. The inside of row number 2 is going to be CJ Phillips in that 6 car, and his outside to be the 11 car of Mitchell Farmer. 713 of Gavin Collins and JD Sass will make up row number 3. Row number 4 is going to be Scott Schroyer and Bobby Mattingly. Row number 5 is going to be Tyler Hurst in the 02 car and the 01 car of Aaron Brumbelow. Row number 6 is going to be the 017 of Adam Joseph and the 034 of Brandon Gibbs. Row number 7 will be made up of Eric Keller, who we just saw in that amazing finish there with Adam Joseph, and his outside to be Scott Munsgaard in the 41 car. And Nathan Kasler in the 21 and 37 of Kevin Kaufman will make up row number 8. Row number 9 is going to be the 47 of Alan McDonald, and his outside to be the 23 car of Rick DeLong. Warren Simone and Donnie Batista will be row number 10. Row number 11 will be Brian Wax in the 14 car and Bryce Nichols in the 64 car. And the final driver to fill the field out here is going to be Steve Spice. We got the iRacing I flag, green flag out for the 50 laps tonight, or excuse me, 40 laps tonight. The Pro Late Model Outlaw and the Pro Late Models for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws. As Klein Everhart is going to charge down into turn 1, lead your first lap there. The Pain Train is going to be right behind him, but CJ Phillips is going to be charging hard on the inside of the Pain Train. Not going to be able to do anything yet, but he's charging. Looks like Collins going to push up high in 3 and 4 as he's running that slide line. Going to get in the wall just a little bit there. Keep it going though. Top 3 have really broken away right now. It looks like Everhart has really took off and left the rest of the field. Payne and Phillips back there battling hard for second. Right now, a whole gaggle of cars back there fighting. Gavin Collins back there in 5th and Schroyer's in 4th. We're 2 wide racing the rest of the way back. Looks like the top 3 just going to single file out and try to check out from the rest of the field just a little bit. As now CJ's going to peek the nose of the inside of Payne. Just not able to get the run yet on the bottom. As this track starts to change and move up just a little bit, we'll have to see if either one of them can move up and find something and take off from the other. Maybe go chase down your leader up there. As right now, Everhart is really checked out. He's probably got a good 10-12 car lengths on the rest of the field. Nobody's got anything for him right now. But Payne and Phillips are definitely searching, trying to find something. Single filed out though back here for 4 spots. Schroyer and Collins battling hard now. But it also looks like Mattingly's up there trying to do something along with Brumbalow's coming too. We've got a real good battle for 4 spot here. About 4 or 5 cars all in the mix there. There's a couple of them going to get up on that wall and ride it high. Looks like we're going to have some contact with Brumbelow and them, but they're going to keep it together as Mattingly and Brumbelow got together. They're going to keep it going. Right now, up there at the front of the field, looks like we're gonna might have a change here. CJ Phillips is gonna be able to get around Payne as he's looking to the bottom. He's gonna throw it down in there. Payne gonna try to block it off just a little bit. Not enough to do it though. Looks like Phillips gonna go ahead and get around Payne for 2nd spot. Now will he have anything to go up there and go chase down your leader of Klein Everhart? Everhart is still checked out from the field, but it appears that they might just be catching him just a little bit. Everhart's going to have to look out because he's going to be catching up to the back of the pack soon here and have to fight with some lap traffic. Phillips going to be able to check out the Payne just a little bit. As your 4-spot runner, Gavin Collins, now up on the high side trying to hustle to get up to him. I don't know if he's going to be able to have a run yet. Doesn't appear to be catching him at all yet, but that track will change, and I'm sure their setups will start coming in towards the end of this thing. As Phillips is checked out just a little bit from Payne. Payne's moved up to the high side strictly, trying to get it to work up there. Just don't know if it's working for him yet. As right now, I tell you what, your leader, he's able to see them lap cars up in front of me. He's kind of hoping maybe for a caution, but then again, maybe not. I don't want to have the rest of the field suck up to you, but man, getting through lap traffic can always be an interesting thing. Have to hope they give you enough room, and you know that you don't get slowed down too much, because he can't sleep on old Phillips back there. If Phillips catches up to him, he'll definitely be on the move trying to get up around him. Yeah, it's chaotic up there in front of him. It makes you wonder if he's slowing down just a little bit, just so he doesn't catch him as fast. I'll tell you though, Phillips is definitely catching him. So either Phillips is starting to come in, or maybe Everhard is really checking up just a little bit, not wanting to catch that lap traffic too quickly, as we're coming up on just about halfway to go. One more time by and we'll be at halfway. This is going to be interesting here, folks, when they catch them. It's just going to be a matter of who can get around the lap traffic the best. It always makes for interesting racing when you get up to the lap traffic. As your first victim to fall a lap down, it looks like it might be Rick DeLong there. Everhard is there. Probably by next time by, he's going to be right at the back of this pack, right in the middle of it, honestly. He's just going to have to make smart moves and try to get around it as best he can. But here comes Phillips. He's posted down to about 5 or 6 car lengths. And he's charging hard. I don't think he's scared about that lap traffic. He's probably embracing it, hoping that maybe Everhard can clear the way for him, and you know, he can sneak on by it with him, maybe even find a way to get around him. Everhard has turned the wick on just a little bit there, maybe pulled away from Phillips. He caught right up to the back of the pack there. And they're coming now. Everhard's gonna look low on the lap cars there in front of him. Looks like some of the lap cars gonna give him some room and move up high. Uh-oh, Everhard's gonna get into the back of one of them. Phillips is charging now. He knows this time he's got to go. If he's gonna make a move, he's going to have to do it now, because Everhard has definitely had the wick turned up all night. And nobody, uh-oh, a little bit more contact there. Everhard's going to have to look for a different line to get around some of these lap cars. The lap cars just not coming off the bottom like he wants them to. Just nowhere really for him to go. They're too wide in front of him. Now he's just trying to hold off CJ Phillips behind him, but Phillips is going to take it up to the top shelf. Going to try to get a run on the outside of him. Not quite enough yet. Maybe the top side's going away just a little bit. Is he going to be on the bumper there of Everhard? Everhard's going to be side by side with your lap cars, and the caution flag is out. Oh, right there in front of your leaders too, as both of them were able to miss it. The Milner Media and Designs caution flag, I guess you could say it kind of saved them there. We'll have to go back there and see what happened. It looks like Brian Wax was involved in it. And the 64 car of Bryce Nichols. Unfortunately for Wax, it just looks like he may have just got run over there, folks. I don't know if he had to check up there for something in front of him. Yeah, it looked like it was clear. Like I said, we don't make the calls here at FERN. We just put out suggestions. But it appears that Bryce had a heck of a run on him, and he thought he was clear, I guess, and unfortunately he wasn't. He turned our buddy around there, but that's part of racing sometimes. I'll tell you what, seeing how CJ Phillips was already there, I bet you Everhard is pretty happy with that caution flag, because that lap traffic in front of him was atrocious, and it was going to be hard for both of them to get around him, but maybe now he'll be able to check back out and hold off the hard charging CJ Phillips there. We're going to have about 12 laps to go in this feature event for the Pro Late Models here at the Dirt Slingin Outlaws at Cedar Lake. Should be on a 1 to go here. So they'll be getting the green flag back out coming out of 4, it appears. And the iRace 9 flag, green flag is back in the air, and it looks like Klein Everhart's going to get a good restart. CJ Phillips is going to have to charge hard. They're going to charge off in a 1 and 2, but Payne's going to be on the inside of Phillips. And they're going to fight hard down in the 3 and 4. Phillips going to be able to check out from Payne. Going to get a little sideways, but that's not going to affect the car at all. He's going to charge off 3 and 4 there. He's going to go down there and try to get up there around Everhard now, though. Have to wonder, did the tires still off? Did anything change? Is that car going to hold up for Everhard? He's had a quick hot rod all night, but Phillips now still there with him. He's going to be charging hard. He's got about 10 laps to do something with him, but I don't know. I think Everhard has definitely done his homework for tonight, and he's got that car set on kill, and ain't nobody messing with him. He's able to just check out a little bit more there from Phillips. Payne not able to do anything with Phillips either. As your top 3 are just kind of running single file, but don't hold your breath too much there, folks, because Eric Keller has charged up, and he's all the way up to 4th. Started 3rd, and he's coming. Said 10 laps, that's just enough time. He's going to take it up on the top shelf, trying to get around Payne. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it yet. Got a bit of a run here, but nothing holding to it. The car's going to get a little upset there, straighten out in 3 and 4. There's also Brumbelows up here, and look at Brumbelow right there with Keller. They're both coming. Just don't know if we're going to have enough time, as we're going to have 5 laps to go at the line. And look at this, folks. Phillips on the inside of Everhard. As Everhard's car gone away, or is Phillips just turned the wick up and able to get after it now? We've got ourselves a battle here. This looks like Everhard's going to pull back away from Phillips just a little bit. But Phillips said, hey, bud, uh-oh, the Miller Media and Design caution flag is back out. Looks like Nichols might be involved in this one too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Nichols got up into them tires. I'll tell you what, those tires don't move. They're just like walls. They're permanently fixed there. When you get up into them, they'll do some damage. Surprised to see him able to keep going. Here's he's going to go off in the pits and get one of those fast repairs. We're going to have about 4 laps to go when the green flag comes back out. So now will Everhard start back on the inside? And if he does, can Phillips do anything with him on the outside there, as Everhard is going to take the inside of the restart? Phillips going to pull to his outside. Whoop. Thought they were double filing up. Looks like we're going to be single file actually here. Appears we'll be going green flag racing coming out of turn 4 here one more time. Hopefully we can finish this one out here. And the I-Race and I-Flag green flag is back in the air, folks. As Everhard gets a really good start again. Phillips is sleeping just a little bit. Allowed the Payne train to get up on his inside, but just not enough. As Phillips was able to pull away, Keller's charging up on the high side, trying to get around Payne, but not enough either. Payne's going to go up there and block that. Keller going to look to his inside. Now we got a 3-wide battle for the 3rd spot. Like I said, folks, Phillips is pulling away, but Everhard is pulling away from him too. Top 2 is a single file as we're on the white flag lap here. We're going to be coming around for the I-Race and I-Flag checkered flag, and it appears that Klein Everhard is going to take it down tonight. I believe he led flag to flag, folks. This is a dominating performance. As your top 3 tonight is going to be Klein Everhard, CJ Phillips, and Alex Payne. Heck of a battle there, or a heck of a race there for Everhard. He definitely was dominant tonight. As we're going to head down trackside to get up with your top 3 for an interview, and we'll be back in just a moment, folks. welcome everybody back to the Dirt Slingin Outlaws here on FVRN at Cedar Lake for your pro late models. As we've caught up trackside here with your third place finisher, Alex Payne. Alex had a heck of a run. Unfortunately, it looked like the car just kind of went away a little bit on him there. But Alex, tell us about your ride there. Finished third as a good solid finish for tonight.
Yeah, this is not a bad finish considering this is our worst one this year. So, yeah, it's just what happens when you don't run any practice laps. I didn't test it all here. Just kind of got in here and run it. I think the main thing is I really missed the gear. I think the setup might have been okay, but I mean I was in right field with the gear, but we made it work. Another top three, hold on to the points lead. So, not a bad night.
Yeah, you are usually always one of the contenders for the win, and you seem to be struggling a little bit tonight. It was a little bit surprising, to be honest with you. I've raced with you a bunch, and usually you kind of check out from everybody. But like you said, everybody misses it every once in a while. You'll just gather it back up and have it ready for next week. Well, I have it ready actually for next when we jump into the super lates. I'm sure give you a better idea of the track.
Yeah, hopefully that will help us out a little bit. I just really wishing I'd I was 20-30 points off there. I realized it once. Klein and CJ are in a really good race. They were definitely tough to beat. I just kind of held on in the end.
Yep. Well, I know you got a lot of people on that car to thank, so I'm gonna give you the microphone and let you take it away.
I'd like to thank my team at Redline Motorsports, Big Al's Guns, Speed Connection, Speed Style Graphics. And if anybody's looking for some big block modified, late model, any kind of setups, check out paytowinsetups.com.
Hey, folks, that's your third place finisher, Alex Payne, the A Payne there. So we're gonna catch up, hopefully, with your second place finisher. We have to see if we can chase him down. There he is, the man, CJ Phillips. Well, I'll tell you what, CJ, you were putting on a heck of a charge there at the end. I thought you was, definitely going to have something there for Evanhard. Fortunately, just come up a little bit short. I know you were probably biting at the bits when that lap traffic was coming up there in front of you.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, there was so much traffic. There was no way I could try to get around him either. I think that little run right before he hit the traffic, I was catching him little by little, but I didn't think I'd catch him in time. And then on the restarts, the first 3 or 4 laps, it's just a little faster. But I wish after we caught the traffic, we'd have went green the rest of the time, and I might could have tried something maybe.
Yeah, it was definitely making for some exciting racing there with y'all two battling up there around that lap traffic. And I thought that if we stayed green there, that maybe you was going to be able to sneak around him there, find a way around him, have him clear out some cars for you, and then, you just see a line pop up that maybe he misses. It's always easier to be second place when coming up the lap traffic than the leading. So, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out for you. Had the caution there, and like you said, we could tell that, on the restarts there, he just had a little bit more for you, and it took you a few laps to chase him down.
It was a good race. I mean, after last week, I think in the pros, me and Klein got tangled up a little bit, and we kind of both wiped out. So we definitely didn't want to do that again this week, but we put on a good show, and congrats to him. He ran a great race. Alex did too. I mean, we had a good battle there for second for a minute. So, pretty clean night, a lot of green flag laps, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, definitely. You did put on a show with Alex there as well. And, well, I know you got a lot of people on that car to thank, so I'm going to give you the microphone and let you take it away there, bud.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'd just like to thank God, my wife and family, everybody at 3D Racing, Eric Keller, Chad Schwartz. Those guys put a lot of work in on the setups, along with just everybody over there. Great group of guys. I race an iFlag, Ken Skins, Westside Signs, Schwartz Speed Shop, One Shot Scrap and Recycling, and Full Velocity Racing Network, of course. And just thanks to Troyer and everybody for putting on the Dirt Slingin Outlaw series.
Well, we appreciate you coming and racing with us, and I'm sure we'll see you next year in the super late models.
I got one more thing, because I never do this, but everybody that's watching, y'all don't get to see the 4 or 5 guys in the admin booth, but they're working hard every night trying to, make sure they're making the right calls and everything for the race to make sure everything's fair. So definitely want to give a shout out to those guys.
Yeah, for sure. We see them. They're definitely working hard, that's for sure. Anyways, one more time, folks, that's your second place finisher, CJ Phillips. As we're going to make our way over here to the Blade Node Victory Lane. and we're going to try to catch up with your winner here tonight, Klein Everhart. As boy, I'll tell you what, he had that thing set on kill from the time he unloaded off the trailer, and he put his name down tonight as he was charging all night long. Klein, tell us a little bit about the run tonight, bud.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even looking forward to this thing, and it was about I don't know, 20-30 minutes before the room opened. Buddy Aaron Brumbelow found the set, man, and I don't know, it's like that thing come alive. I could go across those bumps in 1 and 2, and I think that was the difference, because in 3 and 4, I think everybody was pretty even. 1 and 2, I could drive right across the bumps getting into 1. It didn't upset the car or anything.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looked like. It looked like you were way better in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, like you said, it just kind of evened out. But you know, I'll tell you what, when y'all was getting to the lap traffic, I bet you were getting anxious there. It seemed like you were slowing down maybe just a little bit, knowing that they were going to catch you anyways, and hey, let's hold off this lap cars for as long as I can before I have to get up in the mix of them, huh?
Yeah, I was I was glad that caution came out, because Phillips caught me, and I was like, oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, they was racing the piss out of each other back there. There was nowhere to go. I mean, if you tried to stick, there was nowhere to stick your nose. I tried to work the middle a little bit, but it was killing me getting off, and they'd pull right back by me.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing there. Every time you got to run on one of them, it was 2 lines to race in. It was the bottom and the top, and they were taking all the room. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it was a good racetrack tonight. I felt like you could move around. I had to about have the whole track to really get my car to work, though. There were certain spots I was trying to hit.
Yeah, well, like I said though, you had this thing set on kill from the time you unloaded, and man, you definitely put on a show and really showed everybody how to get around this track tonight. I know there's a lot of people on that car that you have to thank, and I'm gonna give you the microphone and let you take it away there for a minute.
All right, yeah, man, appreciate it. I'm gonna crack a beer after that, and I gotta thank Everhart Transportation, Miller Farms, everybody at ECR, Josh Peacock painted this car. Thank him and everybody that helps us out.
Hey, well, we appreciate you coming out and racing with us, and once again, folks, that's your Blade Node victory lane right there. That's your winner for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws in the Pro Late Model, Klein Everhart. And just want to remind you folks that we'll be live here again in just a little bit for the super late models right here at Cedar Lake again with the Dirt Slingin Outlaws. So make sure you come out and join us for the broadcast. And until then, I'm Justin Gledhill signing off.
We're going to go straight to a splash screen until the next one comes on.
Okay, folks, we'll go, right to a splash screen until the next one starts up. So hold tight, go get yourself a beer, and come back here in a few minutes and join us back again.
Call me the Joker, call me the fool. When she calls, I'll
TV begins now.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Full Velocity Racing Network here for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws Super Late Model Show here at Cedar Lake. Going to be a star-studded field once again. Once again, folks, I want to remind you to go check out my buddy over there, Troy Jones at Steezy Films on YouTube. His fellow iRacer trying to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Giveaways once he hits 1,000 subscribers. So go check him out for weekly uploads and some really good entertaining content over there. You can also check him out on Instagram at the Steezy Films, for updates there. Check him out though, really good. Been watching it here on the break, but we're gonna roll into the national anthem, folks. Be back in just a minute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome everybody back here to the Full Velocity Racing Network. As I'd like to thank Kevin Deadman and Charlie Milner for the national anthem there. I also want to give a big shout out to 3D Racing and Rocky Battenfield for the star donations over there on the Full Velocity Racing Network Facebook page. Beats for the super late models over here at the with the Dirt Slingin Outlaws at Cedar Lake. As Travis Card is going to be your pole sitter for tonight, getting fast time in qualifying. JD Sass will be on his outside for row number 1. Row number 2 is going to consist of the number 3 car of Shane James and the 29 of Scott Dobbs with a good run there. Tyler Hurst in the 02 and Aaron Brumbelow in the 01 is going to make up your row number 3. Row number 4 is going to be the 64 car of Bryce Nichols and the 17 of Christopher Long. Well, it looks like that's going to be it for your heat race number 1. 4 rows, top 3 cars transfer in this 10-lap heat. I'll tell you what, just like your pro late race, this is going to put on some excellent racing here too. And the super late model is always a star-studded field here, and they always put on some of the best racing we see on iRacing. As the iRacing pace truck is going to go ahead and pull off here as we're going to get rolling around. 2 laps to go before we take the green flag. This heat race is definitely going to have some hard chargers in there. We got Dobbs and Hurst and Brummelow back there kind of in the back half of the front 3. They're going to have to charge their way up there to get in the top 3 there to transfer right in and not have to go see a B main tonight. Always having to run a B main is a big problem here. As like I said, it's a star-studded field, and when you have to start running B mains, it means you might be struggling just a little bit for the night. Hopefully they can get those kinks worked out and get up there and maybe make it into the top 3. Not have to do that as we're on the back straightaway. It appears we'll be going green flag racing coming out of turn 4 this time. Travis Card is leading your field coming out of 4, and the iRacing flag green flag is out for the heat race number 1. As Travis Card's going to charge off in turn 1, leading your field, and Shane James going to move up into 2nd as JD Sass going to fall back just a little bit there. Tyler Hurst looking at his inside, trying to charge in there for 3rd spot. Down there on the bottom, got it working, going to get in the tires just a little bit, going to hurt him just a little bit there, and Sass is going to hold him off there for 3rd place. Sass going to have a hard charge in Hurst on the inside, but he's going to hold him off one more time on the back straightaway as we got a good battle here for 3rd spot, side by side, as they're going to come around and complete lap number 2. It appears Sass is going to go ahead and make the mark, set himself into 3rd place, but don't hold your breath yet, folks, because here comes Hurst back on the inside, charging hard, trying to get back into 3rd spot. Going to get down them tires just a little bit, pick the left front up. No problem, no foul there. Sass just getting a real good run coming out of 4 in that middle lane, but in the 1 and 2, the bottom is really hooked up, and Hurst is going to be going back around Sass in the 3 and 4. Is he going to be able to hold him off this time? Looks like he's going to get a better run on the bottom side there to be able to get around JD for the 3rd position. But JD up on the high side hustling, trying to chase him back down in 1 and 2. Not enough. Going to move down to the bottom in 3 and 4. Right now, it appears that your leader, Travis Card, is checked out from the field. Shane James trying to charge down. Just not enough car right now, as he's comfortably in 2nd. I think he might be all right with that. Tyler Hurst is going to be sitting in 3rd spot, holding off a hard charge in the rest of the field there. JD Sass looking to move up into 3rd, just not enough. Might have to do a little bit of work with it. Maybe the car come into play here as we're going to complete lap number 8, lap number 7 this time by, excuse me. Top 3 is pretty much singled out. The whole field really just about singled out, as the Milner Median Design caution flag is going to come out. Have to find out exactly what happened here. Mr. Scott Dobbs was an unfortunate victim there. Oh no, our buddy Scott got him in them infamous tires there. It looks like he touched the front straightaway wall, and then just car got upset. Really killed him. It really killed the tires going in the pit lane and played the turtle roll tonight. He's going to be our first for the night, unfortunate. So we're going to be coming around on lap number 8 here when we go back racing. We got 1 to go. We'll be firing out of 4 this time by as your leader, Travis Card. Looks like we'll be single file here. He'll lead your field down into 3 and 4 for the iRacing flag green flag when we come out of 4. They're going to roll around turn 3 and 4, and Travis Card is going to, lights are still on the pace car. I thought we were going green flag that time. Obviously not. Looks like the lights are off this time on the pace truck. We got the 1 to go now. Tell you what, we had some really good racing there for 3rd. The question is Sass going to be able to do anything with Hurst there for the 3rd position, making his way right up into the show tonight? Is he going to have to battle for a B main as her card's going to be on the loud pedal here as the iRacing flag green flag is back in the air. And the card's going to get run off in the 1 and 2, going to take away from James. Look at this, Hurst coming on the inside of Shane James there, going to take away the 2nd spot maybe, as they're going to charge side by side down into 3 and 4. Who's going to be at the line? It looks like James is going to hold him off as we're on the white flag lap. 1 lap to go here, folks. Who's going to finish second in this one? It looks like they got no competition for the 3rd spot, though, because they're both going to transfer in good. But who's going to get it here at the line? It appears James will hold him off, and he's going to finish second as your top 3 rundown right there. It'll be Travis Card, Shane James, and Tyler Hurst will be 3rd spot there. They'll all transfer right on into the A main. The rest of them have to go to a B main and try to pick their way through the rest of the field. As your 3D racing lineup here for heat race number 2 going to look like this. Klein Everhart, your winner of the Pro Late model, is going to start on the inside of row number 1. His outside is going to be Clifford Driscoll. The 993 of Ray Pinson and Eric Keller in the 1 car will make up row number 2. Row number 3 is going to look like Martin Karch and Josh Peacock in the 61 car. Row number 4 would be my buddy Jesse Johnsrud down there in number 7 in the 75 car, in the 7th position in the number 75 car. And the 017 of Adam Joseph is going to round out the field here in heat race number 2. We're going to roll around here. We'll have 2 pace laps. Can Klein go back-to-back again? Qualified second, so he's got a fast car tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if he can win this and maybe go on to charge on to the feature 2 and take the double there. We're going to have 1 lap to go here. This pace truck's going to turn the lights off here. We'll be firing coming out of 4 this time by, folks. Don't sit down just yet, because this field right here is the field to watch. Definitely some of the fastest super late model drivers in the country right here in this heat race for sure. As the iRacing flag, green flag is out, and Everhart's going to stand on the loud pedal. He's going to pull away from Driscoll there. He's going to charge off into 1 and 2 by himself. Driscoll on the high side, hustling. Up, looks like Keller's looking back there in 4, trying to get up to 3rd. Pinson is in your 2nd position on the inside there, as Driscoll is holding on heavily on the high side. Keller's going to fall back another position there, and it looks like Karch is down there on the tires looking to get his way into this mix. They are 3 wide right now for 2nd spot, as it looks like Karch is going to be in 3rd spot right now. There's going to be a little bit of contact with Driscoll there, or excuse me, not Driscoll, that's Pinson. Oh, Pinson gonna go on his roof over into the pit lane. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. We have the Milner Media Design yellow flag back out. It looks like Keller and Pinson just got together. Definitely turtle surfing right there. We're going to give them 2 points for that. Oh, yeah, you got 2 turtles, so we'll give them a point for each. I'll tell you what, for a while there, and I mean a long while, I really thought he was going to hold on to it as he was bicycling it over there in 1 and 2. Unfortunately, finally caught that berm, and the car just went on over the rest of the way. It was a wild ride, that's for sure. As it appears, Eric Keller will get the EOL for that one, as admins call. Looks like we still have the lights on the pace car still out there, so okay, they just went off, as we'll be double filing back up here with 3 laps complete in the 2nd heat race for your Dirt Slingin Outlaws. As Everhart, just like in the Pro Lates, has been charging good, and he's going to be leading them back down to the field. Back down to the green flag, as the iRacing flag green flag is back out. He's going to charge off into 1 and 2 one more time. He's going to be your leader. Driscoll sitting in 2nd, but don't hold your breath yet, folks, because here comes Peacock and Karch. They're both looking to get into the 3rd position. They're both fighting for 2nd right now. Honestly, we got a 3-car breakaway, or battle here for 2nd position. Question is, who's going to make it in? Remember, folks, the top 3 cars will transfer in right now. It's going to be Everhart, Karch, and Driscoll in, but Peacock said, hey man, I don't want to run a B main tonight. Got to make it in through this heat, make it a lot easier on me. Oh, he's going to fall back one position, it looks like there, maybe. But right now, your battle is for second position as Driscoll and Karch are battling hard. Driscoll on the high side, Karch on the bottom, down there flirting with them tires. Looks like Driscoll's just going to be able to charge away here just a little bit. He gets that run on the high side. He's really making it work up there. As we got 2 laps to go in heat race number 2 for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws Super Late Model Series at Cedar Lake. Coming around this time as Everhard is going to take the white flag. He's led every lap in this one too, folks. White flag is out. Looks like your top 3 have kind of settled in, but I don't know though, because it appears that Driscoll might be catching Everhard just a little bit on that high side. I think he's going to run out of time as it looks like Everhard is going to take the checkered flag in heat race number 2. So your top 3 are going to be Klein Everhard and number 8 car, number 63 car of Clifford Driscoll, and number 33. Martin Karch there. As heat race number 3 going to get on the track here, and we'll give it a 3D racing lineup here. It'll be Bobby Mattingly in the 03 car, number 7 car of Cole Rhodes will be on his outside on the front row. Row number 2 is going to be number 6 car. We just seen him in the Pro Late Model finish second there. See what he can do in this one. And the number 6 car in the 3rd spot. Number 19 will be on his outside, and that's Donnie Batiste. Row number 3 is going to be made up of the 14 of Brian Wax and the 41 car of Scott Monksgaard. Jason Skinner will be on your inside of the last row, and Nathan Kassler is going to make the show here in the number 8 spot in the 21 car. We're going to roll around 2 times here, and we'll be getting the green flag as your iRacing pace truck there shows the field around the track. Tell you what, we've had some good racing here in these heat races so far. Let's see if heat 3 can put on just as good of a show here. As I've said many times before, Cedar Lake's a new track to the server, and man, it has already been putting on some of the best racing that we've seen so far throughout every race that I've been a part of, and every race that I've watched. The big block modified's been a lot of fun here. Super late models, I have a time driving these, but this track is really fun though. Looks like we'll be firing coming out of 4 here, as Mattingly is going to lead your field down, and the iRacing I flag, green flag is back out. Mattingly on the loud pedal. Cole Rhodes got a hard battle with CJ Phillips. Looks like Phillips is going to move into the 2nd spot as he's charging hard. He's coming up there and trying to charge down Mattingly. Right now he's in your 2nd spot. Rhodes is going to be in the 3rd, but he's got a hard charging Jason Skinner looking on his inside, trying to move his way into the show. As Skinner's going to do it there. He's going to move into 3rd spot. Rhodes followed back just a little bit, maybe missed it for the heat race, but as he started on the outside of row number 1, falling back to 4th spot now. He's got some work to do to get back into the show. Maybe even going to fall back to 5th spot there, as it looks like Monksgaard's going to get around him too. High side just not working. Mattingly is showing the way right now, completing lap number 4 this time by. But Phillips is charging as he's right there on his bumper, and it looks like we might have a race for the lead here in this heat race. It's the first time we've seen it all night in the heat races, that's for sure. As Mattingly is going to lead the field, completing lap number 5 this time by. But Phillips is there, going to give him a little bit of the knuckle shuffle there with the front end of the car. Just letting him know he's there. He's going to look on the high side, try to get around him on the high side, 1 and 2. Not enough though. Looks like the bottom's the way to go. Phillips gonna try the slider line, try to do a little something there. Got a good run on him into 1 and 2. Is he gonna be able to do something on the back straightaway there? Not enough. Looks like there's just not enough coming on the high side out of 2, but maybe that'll work in a little bit later. So we complete lap number 8, or lap number 7, coming around to 2 to go. Mattingly still showing the way, but Phillips is there, and he's definitely knocking on the door. 2 laps to go this time by, folks. Phillips has got a charge now. Can he do something? He's really got 3 and 4 hooked up good. It just looks like he struggles just a little bit in 1 and 2 as a white flag is out. He's going to look to the inside, give him a little bit of love in there. Going to get a run. They're going to be firing off into 3 and 4. Are they going to be side by side? He's got a nose there. Going to give him just a little bit. Mattingly is going to hold him on for the win in heat race number 3. As Phillips will be in second, and Jason Skinner will be your third place finisher. Top 3 to transfer in there. Everybody else will have to go to a B main. Just one B main tonight. I'll have to see how many cars transfer in. 15 cars will make it in out of this, so looks like we're only going to have one car going home, as we're going to give you your 3D racing lineup here. Sitting on a pole tonight for the super late models with the Dirt Slingin Outlaws in the B main will be the 022 of JD Sast. Is outside to be my buddy Jesse Johnsrud in the 75 car. 41 of Scott Monksgard will be on the inside of row number 2. Aaron Brumbelow will be starting 4th in the 01 car. Josh Peacock in the 61 car will be on the inside of row number 3. It is outside to be Cole Rhodes in the number 7 car. Bryce Nichols and Eric Keller will make up your row number 4. Brian Wax in the 14 car and Christopher Long in the 17 car will make up row number 5. Row number 6 consists of Adam Joseph in the 017 and Nathan Kassler in the 21 car. Is outside. Inside of row number 7 there will be Scott Dobbs in the 29 car and Ray Penzin, who we've seen take that wild ride in the heat race. Looks like he got the car fixed up and he's back out there starting on the outside of row number 7 in the 993. Donnie Batiste will be in the 19 car in the 15th position, and your field to be rounded out by the 034 of Brandon Gibbs starting 16th. Doesn't look like he has any numbers on that car. I guess he maybe wasn't able to get the wrap complete before tonight.
Had to pull it out of the paint booth and go race.
Sometimes, you know, the wrap guy doesn't get it all done. You got to go racing. So as we're going to get the racing I flag, green flag in the air right here. Sass is going to lead them down coming out of 4 as we're green flag racing. Sass is going to charge off in a 1 and 2, get the comfortable lead as Johnsrud's going to look to his outside, not going to have a run. It looks like Johnsrud's going to have Brumbelow to his inside there. Brumbelow looking out on the inside of your leader, trying to take the lead. Brumbelow moved into second now. Number 12 laps here, top 15 transfer. One guy going to have to go home a little bit early tonight. They're battling hard for third spot there. That's Johnsrud and Monksgard battling side by side for third position. They're pretty much just battling for start positions and hopefully not get into one another and have to be the one car to go home. As right now it appears that Sass is checked out, but Brumbelow is charging. And it looks like he's got a little bit of a run on the bottom. He's found something down there, and he is charging down Sass just a little bit. We're going to come around and complete lap number 4. Sass still your leader, Brumbelow in second. And now third position, his Monksgard is a bit of a 3-car breakaway here. They're battling side by side for 4th and 5th. I don't know if Brumbelow's got anything for Sass right. Well, as I say that, he pulls up alongside him coming out of 2. Sass gets a bit of a run and coming out of the middle side of the track there. Sass still your leader at completion of lap number 6. They're side by side. Brumbelow's definitely got something working on the bottom over in 1 and 2. Just can't quite get it hooked up on the bottom of 3 and 4 though. It looks like it's about a groove and a half up, and he can't run it there because Sass is there. He's just kind of stuck where he is, maybe hoping Sass will make a mistake and he'll be able to get around him, but he's really got a run there coming out of 2. They're side by side all the way down on the back straightaway. 3 and 4 though is a little bit of a problem for Brumbelow, and he loses about a car and a half every lap. But he makes it right up in 1 and 2, makes up a little bit more that time actually. Actually had a nose on Sass. A little bit better run down in 3 and 4, still not quite enough. Sass gonna pull just a little bit, but they're still side by side down the front straightaway at the flag stand. Looks like Brumbelow's gonna be able to get around him now. Not quite clear, but he is around him on the back straightaway, but Sass gonna charge hard. Don't hold your breath yet, folks, because here comes our buddy Jesse Johnsrud on the high side, but Sass going to block that run just a little bit. John's right up there trying to take the lead himself. As they're going to be still battling side by side at the line, as it looks like Sass is going to pull back around Brumbelow. Brumbelow on the bottom, trying to make it work down 1 and 2. Got it hooked up down there pretty good, but Sass got a good run off the berm in 1 and 2 and is able to hold down that lead. Here comes Johnsford charging hard coming out of 4s. He's going to take the second spot now. Oh, and that's it, folks. Wow, completely missed it. That race went by extremely quick there. No need to give the rundown. Unfortunately, Brandon Gibbs is going to be the only car that has to go home tonight. I think he was just out here testing, didn't quite get the car out of the paint booth all the way, get any numbers on it, maybe just trying to shake it down, make sure everything works on the car. I'm sure he'll be back next week with us. As we'll be right back here in just a few minutes for your 3D racing lineup for the A feature. Welcome back, everybody, here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, the Slingin Outlaws super late models here at Cedar Lake. 40 laps for tonight's A main event, as we'll get you 3D racing lineup here started. And your pole setter tonight is going to be the 001 car, Travis Card. Believe he had the quick time also tonight. To his outside is going to be the 8 car of Klein Everhart. Inside row number 2 is going to be Bobby Mattingly, and to his outside is going to be the number 3 car of Shane James. Row number 3 is going to be made up of the 63 car of Clifford Driscoll, and to his outside is going to be the hard-charging CJ Phillips in the 6 car. Row number 4 will be the 02 of Tyler Hurst, and to his outside will be the 33 of Martin Karch. Row number 5 will be made up of the 00 of Jason Skinner, and the outside of him will be the 022 of JD Sass. Row number 6 will be made up of our buddy Jesse Johnsrud in the 75 car. Whose outside is going to be Aaron Brumbelow. We just seen them 3 just battling hard for a transfer spot in that B main. Row number 7 is going to be the 41 car of Scott Monksgaard and the 7 car of Cole Rhodes. Row number 8 will be made up Josh Peacock in the 61 car, and Eric Keller in the number 1 car. Adam Joseph will start 17th in the 017 car. To his outside, it'd be the 29 of Scott Dobbs. Bryce Nichols in the 64 car take the 19th starting position. To his outside, and the 20th starting position would be Christopher Long in the 17 car. Ray Penzin and Donnie Batiste will make up row number 11. And Nathan Kasler and Brian Wax is going to round out your field here as we're getting ready to go here as the iRacing pace truck's going to pull on in this time. And it looks like Travis Carr is going to lead the call here as we're going to get the iRacing green flags out in the air for this Pro Super Late Model main event here. Carr's going to charge off in a 1 and 2 leading the field, but Everhart is right on his bumper as he's going to try to make it 2 for 2 tonight. Is he going to be able to chase down Card, though? Card's been on the rail all night in these supers. They're going to be 2 and 3 wide back there behind them, so they're going to check out just a little bit. Everhart is right on the bumper of Card right now. As he's charging hard. He's going to show him that he's there. Looking down at the inside, not much he can do right now, though. Got a heck of a battle for fourth here as we are 2 and 3 wide. It looks like Mattingly and Phillips and Driscoll and Shane James all battling there for the 3rd position. As right now it looks like Everhart peeked his nose to the inside there, just not enough off of 4 yet. He's going to do it again coming off of 2. We got a real battle shaking up here for the lead, folks. Everhart is looking. Not quite enough, as they're still 2 and 3 wide back here for 3rd position, though. Right now, Phillips, James, and Mattingly are battling hard. Looks like Shane James is going to hold off the 3rd position right now. But he's running that top shelf. Phillips in the middle, and then we have Mattingly on the bottom there. This track always produces some really good racing. It looks like James and Phillips just going to pull away a little bit from Mattingly. Mattingly's got Driscoll now to deal with. Driscoll's going to get around Mattingly himself. Now Phillips going to pull into 3rd position, but as we got a battle for the lead here. It looks like Everhart's looking to the inside. He's going to be able to get around him over here in 3 and 4. And he does. It's on the back straightaway. Yellow flag is out, though. Caution flag is out. The Milner Media and Design first caution of the race. As it looks like Josh Peacock and Scott Dobbs got together there and just a pile up ensued. A lot of cars had no place to go after that. Peacock looked like he might have just gotten to the back of Dobbs there, unfortunately. And then everybody was just trying to scatter and get around. But when there's a car spinning in the middle of the track, there's not much you can do. And Scott Dobbs is going to play the turtle role tonight. We'll give him 1 point for that for sure. Unfortunate way to get a point, though. This Peacock will get charged with the penalty on that and have to go to the back of the pack. It appears that Travis Card's still going to be your leader, so when we come out of turn 4 here, we'll be getting the iRacing I-Flag green flag back in the air. Kind of an unfortunate part, the green flag lap's not counting is you don't always get the position, but right now the iRacing I-Flag green flag is back in the air, and Card's going to charge off and down into turn 1, taking the lead. But here comes Everhart looking to his outside. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Phillips right there with Everhart again. I'm sure Everhart's tired of seeing Phillips tonight already as they were battling hard in the pro lates as they're side by side now for 2nd place. This allows Card just to get away just a little bit. They're both right there with Card. Actually, if both of them have really hooked up hot rods tonight in the super lates, just like in the pro lates. They're going to be single filed out there for the top 3. Phillips going to look back down on the outside of Everhart. not going to have enough, though. Everhart's looking on the inside of Card. Is he going to be able to get down there around him over here in 3 and 4? Not quite enough on the bottom over there yet. Going to have to work a little bit harder to get around him there. Card said, I got the car here to win, and you're going to have to really outdrive me to beat me. As they are definitely battling hard up there. As Phillips going to look back on the outside of Everhart. Charging there for second spot. Phillips seems to think that he might have something for Card, but right now he's got to deal with Everhart. He's right down there on the bottom of the tires. He's going to get around Everhart there. Not quite enough yet. Over in 1 and 2. They're still side by side on the back straightaway. There goes Phillips. Is he going to be able to slide up in front of Everhart? Not quite enough. Everhart gets the run on the high side. Side by side once again down in the 1 and 2. There it goes. Phillips cleared it now, and then the caution comes out. The Milner Media Design yellow flag is back out. Does it look like Kassler? Yep. Kassler unfortunately got up into the wall there. Looks like he missed the tires, but he got the wall and it rolled the car, unfortunately. A couple other cars piling in there with no place to go. Unfortunate circumstance there. Yeah, he barely missed them. You know what they say, though. Barely almost counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Unfortunately, there was a wall right after them tires that didn't serve them too well. As it looks like Card will still be your leader, Everhart in second, and Phillips in third. Phillips definitely didn't want to see that caution as he had just cleared Everhart. And now he's going to have to go back down there to third spot, but starting on the inside helps him out here on the restarts. He's definitely got a strong car, and the question is he going to be able to go up there and chase down Card if he gets around Everhart? Driscoll's going to be on his outside charging hard too, so we have to watch for that. As the iRacing flag, green flag is back out. Card's going to charge down on the 1 with the lead. Everhart's going to fall in right below him on the bottom side as Phillips down there charging again, trying to get around Everhart, trying to chase down these 2 leaders. They're going to be single file on the back straightaway, firing off into turn 3 and 4. And right now they're sitting top 4 single filed out. Phillips going to go to the high side as the Milner Media Design caution flag is back out. Ray Pinson, boy, he has had a rough night tonight. We've seen him flipping earlier in the heat race. They patched the car up, got it back together, and unfortunately some cars just checked up in front of them and nowhere to go. Had to get on the binders. With these cars, they got a lot of rear brakes, so when you get on the binders hard, they do tend to spin out, unfortunately. As it appears, we're going to be single file restarting now. We're on lap 17 of 40, just about halfway. Travis Card's been leading the field the whole time with a hard charging Everhart and Phillips right behind him, though. He can't sleep on him. They're definitely making him work for it tonight. Everhart's trying to go back to back, and Phillips back there saying, hey man, I was there for the pro lates. You know what? I really want this super late since I didn't get into the pro lates. And it appears the lights are out on the pace truck. We'll be getting a green flag this time by. All these cautions aren't always good for the tires. Sometimes they seal over and it kind of hurts you. Have to see if Card can hold them off here. So we'll be getting the green flag this time by. As the iRacing flag green flag is back out in the air. Card's going to charge off in a 1. Gets a real good restart there. As Everhart is about 2 car lengths behind him, but he's charging on the bottom. Here comes Phillips looking to try to get around Everhart. Just not quite enough yet. Looks like it takes this car about a lap or 2 to get going. Same with Everhart, though, as he can't chase down Card yet. Everhart's going to go straight just a little bit there. Push in 1 and 2. And Phillips going to be looking to his bumper there, trying to look to the inside. As right now, it just looks like it's just maybe one groove out there starting to rubber up as we're just at halfway now. 20 down, 20 to go. On the back straightaway as Phillips looks to the inside of Everhart. He's going to go down there to the bottom. Is he going to be able to clear him? It looks like he will. As Phillips going to move up in the second spot. Now here comes Driscoll trying to get around Everhart here for the third spot. He's got to run on the high side, not quite enough though, as Phillips really starting to chase down your race leader now. His card's kind of checked out on the zone right now, but Phillips is charging. He's definitely got a hot rod tonight. He finished second to pros and then put the super in, and he's got it going here too. Looks like he might just, by the eye test, might be just a little bit faster than Card, but we'll see how it plays out as the lap wind down. Are they going to catch lap traffic? Hopefully we can keep it green and they can chase him down, as the lap times right now are showing that Phillips is a little bit faster than Card. But like we said here before, folks, it's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him. As Card seems to be faster that lap over Phillips. As they both have checked out from Everhart in the third position. Everhart, maybe the tire sealed off on him. It's a bad sign there, unfortunately for him. But they do appear to be catching, your front two appear to be catching a few lap cars here. Going to make it interesting. Are they going to catch them, and how are they going to get around them once they do? Driscoll up there looking on the high side, trying to get around Everhart. Just not enough up there yet, I don't believe. Looks like Everhart, or excuse me, Card is just a wee bit faster, but that time there, Phillips closed the door just a little bit on him. So is he going to be able to chase him down now? He's about a half a second behind him. That time by, oh, he closed the door in a good little bit by 10th there, so he's definitely faster than him right now. Maybe that lap traffic playing a little bit of role, and what's going on here is they have caught up to the back half of the field. Now who's going to be able to get around one another first? Is Phillips going to get around your leader here? As he's right on his bumper, that's for sure. Card's going to go to the outside of your first lap car. They're both going to get around the lap car there. Scott Dobbs had a rough night tonight in the Supers. So your next lap car is going to be Nathan Kassler. He's running on the high side. Really helps these leaders out as he's going to pull off the track, get out of the leader's way. Didn't want to be the mix-up in this show. As Phillips is right on the bumper of Card. And it's just like we said, folks, it's one thing to catch him. It's another thing to get around him. So he's trying to experiment with some different lines right now. Trying to do something as we got less than 10 laps to go. What can Phillips do? They're going to go around another lap car here. Oh, lap car going to get in the wall a little bit. Fortunately for both of them, did not get into them. Not a factor. Phillips down there on the bottom playing with them tires. Trying to get something to hook up down there, just not quite enough. So it looks like the line is right in the middle right now for both these drivers. But they're coming up on some heavy lap traffic. That's going to be interesting. As we got coming around, going to be 5 laps to go this time by. And it looks like Phillips, Card's going to get into a lap car. How's this going to play out? Phillips is charging hard. He's looking. Looks like the lap car is going to move up for the both of them there, hopefully for the sake of both of them. But they got 3 cars, all 3 wide right in front of them. How are they going to get around this mix? I don't know. Phillips is charging hard. We're going to come around for 3 laps to go this time by. Looks like Card pulled away just a little bit. Phillips chasing them down, trying to get to them as the lap cars are 3 wide in front of them. It's going to be hard to get around them when there's no place to go. What's Phillips going to do if he catches them? We're going to have 2 laps to go this time, folks. 2 laps to go. This one's going to be a heck of a finish here. It looks like Phillips going to look to the inside of Card. Not quite enough over in 1 and 2. They're going to fire off into 3 and 4. Phillips peeking the nose, just nowhere to go yet. As the 3 wide lap cars battle in front of him. White flag is out as Card's going to get into the 017 car. Here comes Phillips on the bottom. Charging down on the bottom out of 2. He looks to the inside, barely has a nose. Is he going to be able to do anything? Looks like Card's going to have the clear, selling on the outside of the lap cars, and Card's going to take the victory. Phillips appears to finish second, and Klein Everhart is going to finish third. Clifford Driscoll and Karts are going to round out the top 5 as we had a heck of a finish there with the lap cars. Definitely a good run there for Travis Card and CJ Phillips. As we're going to make our way down to the BladeNode.com victory lane, and we'll be back with you in just a second, folks, to interview your top 3. Welcome everybody back to the Full Velocity Racing Network as we have made our way down to the Blade Node victory lane for the top 3 as we've caught up with your third place finisher, Klein Everhart, after winning, dominating in the pro late models that we thought maybe he had something there, and the super late models just fell off a little bit. Klein, tell us about the run there, bud.
Oh yeah, man, that's a heck of a night. I'll take that any night of the week. I think the opposite of the last race. I think mine kind of went away from me there. I felt really good for about 20 laps, and then I was just way too loose in the center.
Yeah, it appeared that the car really was a little bit free there in the center, and you were just struggling just a little bit. The front two kind of, unfortunately for you, kind of pulled away. Maybe a few more laps with that lap traffic, you might be able to catch up to them, but that's the way it kind of plays out sometimes in these races.
Oh yeah, I was having fun watching them when they caught them lap cars. That's a pretty good race up there.
Always is. Well, you know, Klein, it's always a pleasure getting you up here in the booth, interviewing you for a top 3 finish. Once again, I know you got a lot of people on that car you want to thank, so I'll go ahead and give you the mic and let you take it away.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all doing a good job commentating the race, and DSO for putting it on, and Everhart Transportation. Heck, I went brain dead. Everybody at ECR, and yeah, pretty good night. Just keep digging and come back next week. Appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure there, Klein. And once again, it's your third place finisher, Klein Everhart, and the Dirt Slingin Outlaws super late models. Gonna walk down here, and we're gonna get up with your second place finisher. Is gonna be CJ Phillips. And boy, I'll tell you what, CJ, if you haven't had one of those nights where you just right there nipping at the bud, just unfortunately couldn't get around the leaders there. Had a heck of a finish though in the super late model show. Man, tell us about the race.
Yeah, man, I qualified kind of bad. I pushed in my qualifying lap, and I think I qualified like ninth, so I kind of spent the whole night just making up for that and getting some positions here and there, and it took me a while to get up to second place. But once I got up there, I kind of found a little bit better line than he had. I was definitely faster, but I knew it was going to be hard to pass. And then when we got to the lap traffic, it was just about impossible. I got under him right there at the end, right in the middle of all that lap traffic, and I got in the back of one car, and I felt bad about that. But we were just kind of drag racing back to the finish line. I thought I was a little closer to him than I was.
Yeah, well, y'all put on a heck of a show there, that's for sure. When y'all caught that lap traffic, I was thinking, man, this is, deja vu all over again for CJ. What's he going to be able to do this time? Unfortunately, it played out the same way, but it definitely was one line for you there. I seen you look to be a good bit faster than him going in the center, but, when the car in front of you is running the same line, it's kind of hard to get around him.
Yeah, definitely. And last week I kind of pushed the issue a little quick and threw a slider on Travis, and we ended up both wrecking out. So, I was glad for us to have a good clean run tonight and just put on a good show. So it was fun.
Well, we appreciate you racing with us over here at the Dirt Slingin Outlaws on FERN. I know you got a lot of folks to thank on that car, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the microphone and let you take it away, bud.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'd just like to thank God and my wife and family. everybody over at 3D Racing, all the practice and work that goes into these setups. That's why we're so quick. Some guys had some bad luck tonight, but there's a lot more guys that would have been up here if not for that. All our sponsors like iRacing iFlag, Ken Skins, Westside Signs, One Shop Scrap and Recycling, Sort Speed Shop, you guys at Full Velocity Racing Network, and just thank y'all for putting on the broadcast and Dirt Slingin Outlaws for the series.
Once again, folks, that's your second place finisher, Mr. CJ Phillips. 2 times finished second there, but we're going to walk our way over here to the BladeNode.com victory lane and catch up with your winner here, Travis Card. Boy, I'll tell you what, we seen somebody dominate the pro lates, and then we seen another man dominate the super lates. Travis Card, you had a car that I don't know if anybody was going to get around you.
Well, give CJ a lot of credit. He was better than me late. And I come in from work late, and all my buddies there was what told me what setup to run. So I was completely lost. I just came in and did what Klein and the rest of them told me and Aaron told me to do, and it worked out.
Well, for somebody that was completely lost, you surely know how to lead the way for everybody. You're putting on a show there. Yeah, we seen there that CJ was catching you there, but just like we told CJ, it's hard to pass somebody when you run on the same line. And you had the middle groove working there pretty good.
Yeah, I was too tired early in the heat race, and I freed it up, and I probably should have left it alone. But yeah, like I said, give CJ a lot of credit. He was better when we got to lap traffic. I was trying to figure out if I was going to pick him behind a lap car or he was going to pick me behind one. So I think that could have went either way.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if anybody was sitting down watching this broadcast tonight, they must be permanently sitting down, because I was even standing up making a call there when y'all got to the lap traffic. It was a heck of a show.
It felt like it from where I was sitting.
Well, I promise you it was a fun one to watch and call, that's for sure. Look, I know you got a lot of people on this car that you got to thank, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the microphone and let you take it away, bud.
Yeah, man, I thank my ECR teammates and then all my other buddies from the Distinguished Gentleman Group I run around with, Bama Race Parts, Miller Farms, Everhart Transportation Incorporated, Next Level Designs for doing our paint, and Brumbelow Stud Service.
Once again, folks, that's your winner of the super late models here with the Dirt Slingin Outlaws, Travis Card. We want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Full Velocity Racing Network once again here on a Monday evening. Appreciate you coming out here. Appreciate everybody that donated stars and everybody that's watched with us. Once again, folks, we should be back, I believe, Wednesday night for the Wednesday night street fights over there with the DWR guys. Always some of the best racing we'll see over there. So we'll be sure to join y'all Wednesday night. Once again, want to thank my co-host Jack and Todd Stanton, even though Todd's a little bit under the weather tonight. That's all right. We made up for it. I'm Justin Gledhill, though, signing off on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you guys Wednesday.